Previously on Up at Noon.
Look, Bri, just because Mad Men premiered last night does not mean you can drink at 6 a.m. in the morning the next day.
What's Mad Men?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Up at Noon. Yes, Mad Men is back on TV, and to celebrate, I smoked 14 cartons of cigarettes last night, and that's why I sound like this. Big show for you today, and I mean it. Brian Altano and Nick Scarpino debate The Walking Dead versus Game of Thrones, and the busiest voice actor in the world, the legendary Nolan North, finally returns to Up at Noon. Give him a round of applause. He shot me in our first episode.
You messed up the Metacritic, Greg. Kitty got wet.
Hopefully he is not back today to finish the job. But first, it's the news you care about. Random printout. We're moving to the 4th floor, and these are our new seats. I hope I get a good one. Thank you, 4th floor fans. Jurassic Park opened in theaters this weekend, and I hear it's good. Konami has revealed that Metal Gear Solid 5 is officially happening, but not with the iconic voice of David Hayter. He won't be Solid Snake. There you go. Obviously, Mr. Hayter isn't happy about this, but come on. Let's give Konami the benefit of the doubt. The job can't be that hard, right?
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious.
Good luck, Seth Finkelstein. Rockstar has finally revealed the box art for the upcoming Grand Theft Auto 5, and while it looks like your typical GTA cover on the surface, it is loaded with secrets. Let's go to the Up at Noon supercomputer for a detailed look. Okay. So let's zoom in on the license plate in the corner there. All right, it's a little blurry. Yes, there it is. It's an Easter egg. Rest in peace, Nico Bellic. Of course, the star of Grand Theft Auto 4. He clearly dies in Grand Theft Auto 5. But let's not stop there. Supercomputer. What is in that dog's mouth? Zoom! It's a copy of Saints Row 4. Man, that pit bull is going to eat Saints Row 4, digest it, and then it out because Rockstar is just so confident that GTA 5 is going to win this year. Up at Noon exclusives, left and right. Okay, one more. Let's see what we got here. Now, that mysterious helicopter in the corner, somebody of significance has to be flying that thing. Somebody so important, he's zoom! Oh! It's the Up at Noon giant that controls the Earth hot tub controls. Oh, we keep using that joke. Well, now that he's flying a helicopter in a GTA game, maybe he will finally die and force us to write new comedy that is not 4 months old. And finally, with The Walking Dead wrapping up its 3rd season, just as Game of Thrones gets into its 3rd season, the argument is heating up across the globe over which is the better show. We now go to the debate of the century between Brian Altano and Nick Scarpino. It's The Walking Dead versus Game of Thrones!
Greg, Walking Dead, what's it have? Let's run through it. Zombies?
Check.
A bunch of people whose names nobody remembers dying
Check.
every
T-Dog.
single week. And a horse gets straight up murdered in the first episode. Top that, Game of Thrones.
Snap.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Game of Thrones has all of that stuff in every episode. Also, we have a lot of nudity, like an explicit amount of nudity. Really? Like every episode, there's something nasty happening in front of your eyes.
What do you got, Altano?
I mean, I don't know, man. That show sounds awesome. Wait a minute. All right. Does Game of Thrones have a wisecracking Korean dude with a baseball cap?
Glenn.
No.
Yeah! Walking Dead wins! Suck it, Game of Thrones!
That's all it took, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Altano, Nick Scarpino, thank you so much. See, that's why you should always count on a good Korean to be the voice of reason. Speaking of good Korean voice of reasons, Greg Way, my next guest is neither of those things, but he is the voice of everything else. Literally the laziest Greg Way we've ever done on this show. Give it up for the voice of every character in every video game, and more importantly, Deadpool in Marvel Heroes, Nolan North. As I live and breathe, Nolan North.
How are you?
Oh, jinx! We're the same person, but you got all the good looks.
That's right, Gary.
Okay. Not going well. DaveFenoy.com. Here, I'm surprised we got you on the show, Nolan.
Why?
Shouldn't you be in mourning right now? They canceled Young Justice, Nolan.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Young Justice, the cartoon. It has my favorite hero of all time, Superboy. Con-El, black t-shirt Superboy. I got Nolan North, he's doing the voice. He's doing Superman's voice too.
That's right.
Here you are, unemployed, no job.
I know. Well, from that aspect of my life, yeah, it's too bad. That was a disappointing one. We had a lot of fun doing that show.
Nolan, how long have I known you?
About 47 years.
That's about right. And in that time, I think, you know, I like the games you do. I like some of the shows you're on and stuff. I've never really done anything nerdy for you. What I need you to do for me, hold on. I brought my Superboy toy. I need you to sign this, just to bring some closure to how painful. My favorite, my Nolan North, my boy, playing Superboy on a DC show. All my worlds
No longer.
together, and Warner Brothers comes in and
No
they're like,
longer.
it's over.
I know, they took him away.
It's okay.
He was so handsome, too.
You did all the mocap for him in the animator studio.
Well, no, I didn't. But yeah, it's a real shame that they got this out of here. So
There you go. Thank you very much.
Go. Yeah, you're
There you
welcome.
go.
That's it.
So as everybody knows,
Yeah.
I'm a diehard DC supporter. But now that they've done this offense, let's talk about Marvel. Let's talk about
Yes.
Marvel heroes. It's coming up. You're playing Deadpool.
Yes, I am.
You're
This is
reprising the
true.
Deadpool role. You were Deadpool
Yeah.
and Spider-Man, Shattered Dimensions.
Yeah, it's been a role ever since Marvel did Hulk vs. Wolverine. Same people actually who did Young Justice did the
DC's dead to us. We've said that.
You know,
Moratorium
I don't
on
get
them.
I don't get into the whole
All right,
DC
fine,
Marvel
I'll do
fight.
it.
I'm not going to get into
No
that
Young
fight.
Justice, no sale.
Okay. I'm still hireable. No, you know, it's great. It's one of my favorite characters to play because he's just completely nuts, completely schizophrenic, and as you know, I'm very want to go off on different tangents. Aside from the murdering.
Sure.
Yeah.
The regeneration stuff. Yeah, I understand.
No,
that
I
part.
can do
You
that.
can do that too.
Yeah. Not in the right spots. But yeah, I can regenerate in certain ways. Usually need some milk. It's good for the body.
Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool. Yeah, no, but you know, it was the script was great. It was really tightly written, but then we were allowed to, really kind of go off the page and really make stuff up as however we wanted to. So I worked with the voice director Jamie Simone. He was doing a lot of the stuff who I'd worked with in a lot of animated shows. So he knew me, and he just said, "Yeah, take the line, then give me 2, and then do whatever you want." And
All right, so if people don't know Deadpool, you don't know Deadpool, you're doing it wrong. But we have a clip from Marvel Heroes, exclusive clip, you playing Deadpool, Marvel Heroes. Let's see it.
yeah. What?
We now join Port Charles.
What is that?
Wake up, look!
Wow.
Look at what you've done to her! You see it? You see what you've done to her? And what you've done to Kevin? And what you did to Karen? Karen? Yeah, my daughter. And you're responsible here. I'd like to take you up to the roof and throw you right off.
God, wait a minute. What are you doing?
I'm showing this idiot here what he did. The misery he caused.
Look at him. Can't you see he's just as sick as all of us?
I can't even watch it. Make it stop.
We have the whole show.
Okay. I was dying. Thank you.
were
Okay,
fighting.
we could just.
Marvel Heroes is going to dark places.
Oh, I would rather you've shown porn. Yeah, that was Deadpool.
That was you on Port Charles.
No. I know it was TJ Fixman sent you that too.
It was him
Yeah.
many a year ago, and I flagged it knowing you'd come on the show eventually.
Yeah,
You'd get so
that's-
down on your luck, you'd finally come on the show.
You wonder if I'll ever be back. Wow, that's painful to watch.
No, it's great.
No,
Was that
no, it wasn't. But you know, it was.
how early in your career is that?
I was last week.
But
it's isn't it horrible? I mean, honestly,
well, it's soap operas, right? Like,
yeah, but you try to do your best work, but
Well,
you're
sure.
given the script and you're like, and what do? You got to convulse because he's going to go, oh, and then you see it and you're like, oh, I would have just preferred not to have done that. Yeah. But no, it was the start to a career, you know. It was just and it's probably why I do more voiceover.
you talk about bringing these cool characters to life.
Yeah.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you to tell me everything about Uncharted 4.
Okay. It takes place in San Francisco at the IGN Studios.
No, all right, now you're just making
And
it up.
I don't know anything.
They haven't reached out to you. You and Amy aren't going out to these Hollywood
You know
dinners,
what?
cutting food,
Yes,
I guess.
Amy and I do that. That's what Amy, you know, we always go to the Hollywood dinners. We usually just sit over like a sandwich and look, so what's going on with you?
Yeah.
Not much. No, well, we're all really close. I mean, we worked together for a long time. So it's funny when people say, oh, they hung out together. They must be doing Uncharted 4. I don't know. I really don't know.
You don't know what you're doing when you hang out.
Well, no. People always sit there. They want the tips from me, and you know, I don't work for Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
And they have their hands full with Last of Us. They're doing that great game with Roy Malter.
Roy Malter, that's right.
Roy Malker. Roy Malker. And Ashley Johnson. Thank you. You got that.
They were a bit lost at the Roy Malker, but then they got it. He's like,
Well, because I added the L.
yeah.
Roy Maker. They'd get it.
There you go.
But Troy and Ashley are doing a great job with that, and you know, Neil Druckmann and Bruce and Australia. I mean, Naughty Dog's got their hands full. It's a big game, and so most of their team is working on that. I don't know what's going on, quite frankly. I
You'd
know.
want to return, though, right?
Oh God, in a heartbeat. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think, you know, especially with the light of, you know, with what's going on with David Hayter and things like that.
You know where I was driving this interview. Good job.
I did, baby.
Yeah. All right, so how do you feel about that? David Hayter, Metal Gear Solid, he's Snake for years and games, and now he's not going to be in this next one.
It just goes to show you.
We got to the plateau of a point, and then we just fell off.
That it became like a, you know, I think it's a shame, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
I know he's done it forever, and
Yeah.
and you know, I can't imagine someone else coming in and, you know, if Naughty Dog came to me and said, yeah, we're doing another one, but we don't really need you back.
You would choke Evan Wells on the spot.
Yeah. No, you know, I think it's a shame, but you know, I don't know the.
Yeah,
None of us
obviously.
know the ins and outs of what's going on. There, you know, for all we know, there could have been salary demands. There could have been maybe just too busy. He's a very successful screenwriter.
My prediction is he will be. I bet he makes it back for 5.
Think he will?
I think they will.
I don't know. You know, it's. You know, all I know is I'm not doing the voice.
You're not Snake.
I'm not Snake.
A lot of people ask that on Twitter.
People ask that on Twitter. I'm not Snake. I'm not interested in doing Snake, unless it's an exorbitant amount of money. and then I'll give David a cut. But trust me, David, it would be a ridiculous amount of money that you would choke me if I said no. But no, it's not going to happen. And it should be him, and it's a shame it's not, quite frankly. But again, you know, we don't know what's ins and out. And back to you, Uncharted 4. You know, if they approach me and they want to do something, I'm in. I do know, you know, you had Emily up here, and she is with child. It is not mine. It's not in Dragon Atlantis child. It's no. So I know she's not going to be in a mocap suit anytime soon. So, you know, fingers crossed, all the Uncharted fans. But
My fear would be that since that would happen, it would be like 15 years later. It'd be Drake and his son.
Well,
Don't do that.
What a lot of people don't realize.
Thank you.
It is Deadpool's baby.
It's all happening in the same universe.
It's all in the same universe. Emily Rose, she's going off to do Haven, and Deadpool's there. Waiting for the baby to come.
How does that make any sense?
It doesn't.
Okay, as long as you
That's
understand.
Deadpool. Nothing makes sense.
Oh, good selling point for Marvel Heroes.
Yes. Buy Marvel Heroes. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, if people want to get a taste of Marvel Heroes here on IGN, we are doing a contest right now. Not even a contest. You click on a little button, you get a beta code, you get into the beta. You can go play some Marvel Heroes.
Get the beta.
Yeah.
I remember when I made it, I didn't even realize this because I rarely pay attention, that it's an MMO. And so you can,
it's like Diablo, yeah.
Yeah, and you can literally, from the creator of Diablo.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, something like that. Roy Maker. Oh, he does everything now. By the way, just for everybody out there, Troy happens to be a very good friend of mine. I love the guy, and there is no rivalry.
Sure.
No, it's so funny. People want that so badly to be
Sure.
there's this feud, and it's like there's plenty of work for everybody. I mean, in fact, we went to dinner recently, and he was asking. He said, "I got BioShock and Last of Us coming out. And it's gonna." And he said, "You got a lot of heat for doing all those games. Now I'm going to get the same heat." I'm like, "It's good heat. It's good to be hot."
Yeah.
Ironically, speaking of hot. Could we turn the air conditioning on? Because my nipples haven't quite fallen off yet.
We're about to let you go. You've been on the IGN leash all day.
I mean, are you hanging meat somewhere?
I don't know if you've noticed this. Brian and I are large men. when you put us in formal wear and suits and we're rolling around in chairs, it gets steamy.
This is formal wear.
Well, this is the Troy Baker shout out. He gave me these shoes. I have to wear them till E3. I'm running in them. He wanted to help me live longer. You didn't.
By making you run?
Yeah. He's a monster.
He is an animal.
Yeah. That's why I liked you better.
But he's such a good dresser.
I know, I hate it.
I can't stand I mean, I've never seen a straight man wear a scarf that well.
Yeah. Even Drake. Even Drake.
Even
didn't
Drake.
Look I don't know where you're going with that one. I'm usually right there with you, and then I'll get a plateau of a point.
I gotta call Amy.
It would explain a lot why him and Elena keep breaking up, and he keeps hanging out.
Hey,
He's hanging out with Sully all the time, but like Elena, this hot, awesome blonde woman, great support system, killer body. She's smart, she's funny, she's a journalist, and Drake's always like, "Oh, we gotta break up again."
Well, Sully's a good-looking man.
El goddamn Dorado. Nolan North, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, bud.
Bring back Young Justice. That's our show, everybody. A huge thank you to Brian Altano, Nick Scarpino, and Marvel Heroes, Deadpool himself, Nolan North. Thank you to the audience as well. If you want to be in that audience when I don't sound like I got karate chopped by Ashley Johnson in the neck, go.ign.com/up@noon for details. As always, Brian and I will be responding to the comments. The first hour of this video is live on IGN.com, so come check out. We'll talk about girls and guys and just get crazy in those comments, am I right? We'll be back next Monday, but until then, I'm going back to bed. DaveFenoy.com.